so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you. I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high. Ain't nobody like you. Talking by yourself and you make me smile. I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye. Something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season with family and friends and you're all set to tackle the new year with renewed vigor and gusto. In today's video, I want to share with you why I am not doing a vision board this year. I am taking a slightly different approach to how I'm going to tackle my year. And I really struggled at the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020, although we're only into it about a week. I really struggled with how I was going to approach the year. So grab a cup of tea and let's chat. And as I'd like to share with you how I'm approaching the year and my, not really resolutions, my intentions for this year. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I welcome you and I hope that you'll think about sticking around by subscribing. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with anybody else that you think could enjoy this content. So, as I mentioned in the short intro, I'm not doing a vision board this year. I've done vision boards for a number of years, but in all honesty, last year's vision board to me was a fail. I don't know why. 2019 just did not feel comfortable, if that is the right word for it. I don't feel like I really accomplished almost anything on my vision board, and it was very discouraging. As a matter of fact, I think it was late August, beginning of September, I got tired of looking at it and frustrated, so I took it down off the wall and I threw it out, and it was really frustrating. So when it came time in December, mid-December, to start thinking about the new year, I was lost and I really didn't know how I was going to approach the year. So that's just being honest. Not that 2019 was horrific in any sense of the word, but the goals that I had set for myself on my vision board, not that they weren't attainable, I think they were. I think I just lost focus, and that became very clear the more I thought about it in December. So let me recap what my vision board for 2019 was all about. I had taken a Bristol board and I divided it into 4 quadrants, and in the middle, all the quadrants related to the word fun. That was my word of the year. And I had, my personal, I had my health, I had my professional, my work, and I had YouTube or my social media. So I had the 4 quadrants and I had certain goals in each one. But I think it just lost, as I mentioned earlier, focus. There were just too many things on it. A lot of changes happened last year and I just couldn't keep up with my board. So I always have a word of the year. And this year, my word is joy. I want to find joy no matter what I do, no matter how successful it is or what goals I attain or don't attain. There's always got to be a sense of joy. So joy is my word of the year. And then I got thinking, well, how am I going to know if it's bringing me joy? And this year promises to be full of joy for our family. My daughter is getting married December 31st, 2020. So there's lots of things to look forward to this year. Now, in order to get there, I decided to take a different approach. So what I did was, and I've tried for years to use planners. I buy all the fancy ones. I look at YouTube videos on how to plan. I look at Instagram. I do Pinterest. But a journal, a planner is something very personal, and you have to make it work for you. And my planner last year did not work for me. It was too big. It was too cumbersome. I never really got into it. So this year I found this cute little pink one, and I can carry it with me, which was what I wanted to be able to do. I want to be able to track everything, personal and professional, in this. Last year I had a professional one for the office, and then I had a personal one, and it was just too much. Now, using a planner is nothing new. You're probably sitting there going, oh, whoop-de-doo, like a planner. Lots of people use them. So how I am using it this year that is different for me is I have my word of the year, joy. But to get there, I decided to divide the year into quarters, much the same as I have at the office. So I have 4 quarters. And the first of each quarter, the first month, I am going to use another word to distinguish that month. So January's word is reset. Everybody equates January of the new year with resetting their goals, their intentions, what they want to attain. So yes, January is reset. And for me, that means I want to reset the 3 areas of my life that are important: my health, work life, and my personal life. So that probably sounds, you're probably thinking, well, what's different from last year, because you had those goals on your vision board and you just said it was too much. So what I'm doing in the first of each quarter, the month will be reset, and I'm going to try to retrain my brain on these 3 areas and try to get them going for the month. So for January, my reset on my health, it's not just my workouts. Like, yes, I want to work out more. You know, I have put on weight in 2019. I don't like it, and that's the honest truth. Part of it is menopausal stuff, which I want to do another video on that. And if you'd be interested in talking about menopause, I would love to know in the comments below if that's something that would interest you. I'm very passionate about it because of what I have gone through and what I've seen my friends go through and what they have gone through. So let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in chatting about menopause. I'd love to know. But so for my health, it's more than just the exercise. It's more than just eating properly. I want to focus on taking my vitamins again. I totally got off track on that in 2019, actually in 2018, late 2018, 2019 was a complete disaster for my vitamins. So I've done some research and I know what vitamins I want to take, and my doctor has helped me with that too. So it's refocusing on taking my vitamins, you know, getting regular checkups, doing my mammogram, going to the dentist regularly, all these things that will add up to my health. And my reset for January is really, I'm going to focus on my vitamin part and a little bit of my healthy eating, changing my eating habits. For my work life, I was very fortunate last year. I got a new job in the marketing department, and I now work on this amazing digital team. And but there were many challenges that came with that last year. And at the end of the year, when my manager and I sat down to chat about how the 6 months had gone, I didn't feel it had gone very well. There were many reasons why, and he was quite surprised. So now my focus, my reset for my professional life is to dispel that negativity from my brain around my work and really get down to doing what I love to do. And for my personal life, well, that encompasses a lot of things. YouTube, you know, maybe I want to make videos that really speak to me, that that you will enjoy. You know, my personal life, my family. It's going to be all about my daughter this year. It'll be so much fun. Friends, things like that. So that one's a pretty easy one. But my reset in January for my personal life is trying to overcome some of the negativity that happened last year and just getting back to the joy in my personal life. So the second word for the second month of each quarter is going to be focus. And this is where I feel I really lacked last year. So for focus, to me, what I want to do is, after my reset month, I want to focus on maybe one area that month that maybe I feel I'm falling a little short. So maybe it's my health area. Maybe I'm not, getting those workouts in as much as I want to. Maybe I'm not taking my vitamins as well as I should be. So maybe I'll focus just on more the health. I'm still going to focus on the other two aspects, but if that's the area I feel is a little bit lagging, that's where I'm going to focus. If it's my work life, maybe I have to focus on that a little bit more, on making sure I'm doing the absolute best job I can. Maybe that's going to be my main focus. And the other two areas, maybe I'm doing very well on after my reset month. Maybe they're going along great. So that's the idea behind the word focus. Now for the third month in the quarter, my word is going to be evaluate. So what I'm going to do is I want to evaluate the way I have been handling the last 2 months with my reset and my focus, and see what I have really accomplished and celebrate those. That's where the joy is going to come in, is celebrate the little accomplishments I have. I'm going to evaluate things. Okay, maybe this wasn't so great, but this was grand. And that's what I want to celebrate and get joy from. Or evaluate and evaluate what isn't working. Maybe I have to rethink something again, but that'll come in the next month where I hit my reset button again. And it's not going to be that I'm always going to reset everything. No, it might be, say, on my health. Maybe I've made the habit and I'm taking my vitamins. Maybe I have to reset the way I'm thinking about my workouts, or the way I'm eating, or something like that. So I'll reset that. And maybe there's nothing to reset in my work life. Maybe everything is great, and my personal life. So that's my plan, is to reset, focus, evaluate. Reset, focus, evaluate, but always celebrating the joy. So you might also be asking, well, how are you going to keep track of all this? And that's where my planner comes in. What I've decided to do is, on each month when I open it up, of course, I'll be planning out my month and anything that I have going on for that month, and birthdays and all that kind of stuff. But what I want to do at the beginning, on the first page of each month, and I hope you can read that, but I want to write the word that will represent that month. So for January, it's reset. So in here, I'm going to mark down things I want to think about resetting. And then of course I'll have to plan out the month. There's a bunch of stuff coming up in this month and in February. So February will be focus. And this will be, actually, I think the month that is focus is going to be the most important. That is where I will write down what it is exactly I'm going to focus on. And that will make it easier when it comes to the month that has evaluate. I can look back and go, I did that. I accomplished that. If I'm going to evaluate and go, wow, I did that. I think that's what I didn't do last year. Well, number one, I didn't really focus on anything. It was just all over the place. Every day it was, I was thinking about different things. But I never really evaluated successes. I constantly dwelled on the challenges, and that wasn't good for anybody, let alone me. It just wasn't good. So I think that's where I really lacked last year. So I hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope this made some sense to you, or maybe it even inspired you to rethink the way you want to approach your year. If it's not a vision board, maybe you were struggling as well. So I hope I was able to give you some ideas on taking a different approach to things and help you focus and reset your mindset for 2020. I hope this helped you in some small way to get some ideas for your 2020 visions. So here's the question of the video. Do you have a word for the year? I said mine was joy. The 3 other words are all leading up into the joy, but do you have a word of the year? Let us all know in the comments below. This fascinates me. I love reading on Instagram and all those things when people at the beginning of the year, when they have their word of the year. I love to know what word people are going to be using. Some people come up with such fabulous words and reasoning behind choosing that word. So let us know in the comments below if you've chosen a word of the year and what it is. Well, that's it for me, guys. I want to thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me, enjoying a cup of tea, and listening to me ramble on about, my vision for the year. 2020 is going to be so wonderful for our family. We're so excited for our daughter and her fiance. We couldn't wish for a better partner for her. Our son is in a good place in his work and in his personal life. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and there's a lot of joy coming our way. And I have to remember that, and I have to keep focused on that and finding the joy in every day. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your precious time here. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a fabulous week. Cheers.
I've been waiting for this. Yeah, it's been up on my mind. Oh, it's hard to resist.